Hey guys, it's Rax at Dead Bod Running UK. Hope you're all good. So today's session is going to be a long run. When I say a long run, I class a long run as anything over 6 miles. But again, for yourself, depending on what you're running for or your target, that long run might be 3 miles or it may be 20 miles. So hope everything's going well with that. Today I'm kind of I like to mix it up and see how my body behaves. So for a change, I'm running in the evening. I'm normally a morning running guy, but what's the difference? I'm expecting in the evening, obviously I'll be a tiny bit heavier, which isn't the main thing. The main thing is that I'm probably topped up more with carbohydrates, and when I say carbohydrates, basically energy. Actually running in preparation for my half marathon, I think I'll make the most of experimenting. So today I'm going to try keeping my carbohydrate level topped up rather than waiting till I get tired. So in this instance, if you can have a look down there, I'll have a couple of gels with me. I'm also got some isotonic as well, obviously with the contributing carbs in there as well, just to keep myself topped up. So yeah, I'll see how that goes. Probably more representative of my approach in the half marathon, but obviously that will be early morning for that half marathon. So let's give it a go. Looking forward to trying it out and just enjoying it. Let's do this. Hi guys, so just one more thing I thought of before I head out is our runs, our time before any race day or half marathon in my case, it's about experimenting, as I say. So I'm going to be trying out some kind of energy and caffeine. So I've got a SIS gel here. There's others on the market, of course, but I'm just going to see if it works for me in terms of performance, but also more importantly, does it sit well with my belly? Yeah. So that's something I'm just an example of things to try during your training or lead up to your race. So yeah, let's give it a go. Fingers crossed it works. Fingers crossed it works on both sides of the fence. Hopefully better performance, and hopefully I don't get no trouble down there. You know where. Okay guys, so well into the run, well not well, still in the first mile, but just a tip on keeping yourself loose. I've mentioned it before. One thing I didn't mention is to keep everything less tense. Try and imagine you're holding a couple of baby chicks or something fragile in your hand, so you're not squeezing it. You're just keeping it nice and light, as if you're holding something very soft in your hand. Keep that all the way. We don't want to have tight fists, so we want to keep it locked. Okay? Keep it loose, guys. Keep it going. Hey guys, so I keep talking about experimenting. You have to excuse the sheep. I think I've got some spectators behind me. But yeah, I'll tell you what. One thing I tried before is for a race day, 8 seconds, 10 seconds is nothing. So I've started to, on occasions, just bring in a small stretch down on the hamstrings, just to lengthen those hamstrings when you're planning to do a big run. So I'm just going to touch my feet just for a few seconds and then come back up. So let's do that right now, okay? So let's go. Job done. Didn't take long, did it? Let's keep going. Okay, so I mentioned probably taking in a bit more energy today in terms of carbohydrates, but how do we burn our carbs? So I've just remembered again to slow down, take it easy, steady pace. The reason why is, think of it as a tank of petrol. You accelerate, you'll burn more fuel. Same as us. You drive sensibly, economically, your fuel will last. So, best thing as well, think of a negative split. What is a negative split? Start your race off slower, or you run, and then what happens naturally, you start going faster naturally. So remember, on race days, try not to get caught up. Trust me, it's not easy to do because I've done it plenty of times. Keep it steady, finish off, let you run naturally, progress in speed, it will. And then a negative split means finishing even stronger, even faster. And I'll tell you what, come race day, you get to a finish line feeling even better. Negative split, guys, negative split. Let's do this. Okay guys, so I've spoken about running on hills, but what about the normal flats? Yeah, that's the one part where you want to really make the most of your form. Pulling those hips forward, leaning forward, and making them knees go straight ahead and making your feet land underneath you. So when it comes to those flats, guys, that's where you really want to be running on form. Okay, so let's execute it. Okay guys, so I'm well into the run now. I'm feeling okay actually. I'm feeling okay, but I'm not going to wait until I get tired. If I had another mile left, it's fine. But as I've got quite a lot of mileage left, it's time to top up with an energy gel. And I'm doing it well in advance of me getting tired. So I could keep going, but trust me, this will help. So grab whatever carbohydrates you got, take it in, slow releasing, something which is easy to take down. For me, gels work better, but if you're used to having other kind of intakes, just use what works for you, whether it's a carbs jar, a gel, an isotonic. Just keep yourself topped up. Let's keep it going. Okay guys, so 5 miles in now. Certain things start to happen now. I'm in my flow, lungs are open, I'm not sweating as much as when I started, and you'll find that as you get to mile 7, 8, you won't be sweating at all. But it's good to keep the salts topped up with your electrolytes. Another thing is, when you're on your long run, it is a long run. Sometimes you're just doing it for the distance, but let's make sure we don't get run over here. One thing you want to be doing is making sure somebody's aware of where you're running, because it's only you out there unless you got a running partner. But yeah, keep things like a phone on you, keep things checked at home, so if somebody at home knows which path or route you're taking. So especially for those long runs, keep an eye on it. All right, it is long. Let's do this. Okay, so one rule when you're running is try and run on the side of the road that the cars are coming towards you. So unfortunately I've picked a bad spot here, but try and run on a side of the road where the cars are coming towards you. It just makes it easier when you're crossing the road. It makes you and the cars around you and cyclists aware of you, of an oncoming runner, and you have a better view of everything. In this particular situation, there is no path on the other side, so I've got no choice. So remember that, keep it going. Okay guys, so I've just come off the back of a hill, and I'm still breathing okay. Just one tip, breathing. One thing is just doing a breathing for any old reason, but what you really should be doing is not counteracting what your body wants to do. What does that mean? So when I'm running, I actually run on my steps. So when we're running, we take out a lot of oxygen, a lot of good stuff that keeps our muscles from getting tired. So again, I mentioned before about taking deep breaths. The majority of your run should be, let's get past them bushes, the majority of your run should be with breathing in and breathing out on your steps. So I do a 2 pattern, or 2-2 pattern. So I take 2 in on my steps and 2 out. So here we go. Just like that. Just like that. Okay guys, so I'm just on a hill, well over 6.5 miles now. One thing I used to do when I was very young, I was thinking I can get a hill out of the way by having my feet in front of me. Guys, when you run, your feet should not be landing in front of you, but underneath you. Okay, when you're going up that hill, make sure your cadence, your steps, they are directly underneath you. You are leaning forward and your steps are underneath you. Just like that. Okay guys, so just running 7 miles, feeling alright. Again, let's keep those carbohydrates topped up, yeah, knock the gel back, top up the fuel level, and I tell you what, it's not about waiting until we get tired, it's about, yes, keeping topped up. Let's do this. Okay guys, so on my run, I'm on a bit of a monster hill, but to the latter phases of my run, so a bit more difficult, but remember, keep those feet landing underneath you, keep those arms swinging, and keep your butt, your glutes engaged, and a bit of a tense of your core, because this is the time where you're pulling on your core. So keep breathing, and let's do this. Hey guys, so well on to 8 miles now, and actually what I mentioned earlier about negative splitting, naturally I've got quicker. I haven't forced it, it's just naturally come quicker. So it's not as easy as said and done though, because I've been a victim of that at the race, get caught up in things, start too fast. But if you can fit in a negative split, I feel great. At the moment, if I was in a race, I'd have the gears in me to finish strong, and that's a lovely feeling. So again guys, it might not happen, switch it up, experiment in your run, but looks like the carbs are working, negative split is working, so let's keep it going. Okay, just over 9.5, I think it's just under 9.5 miles, so good session. Just time to think about what worked, what didn't work. I think I'll tell you one thing that didn't work. It's the first time I'm taking a GoPro with me. I did attach it to my belt, but my belt kept on falling because of the weight. Maybe it needs tightening, but luckily I've got running shorts, so I could pop the GoPro in there. But the running, okay, so the running, I probably feel really good, probably because I executed a negative split. I mean, one thing is doing it in my practice run, and like I said, on the run. The other thing is trying to execute it on the race day. So that's going to be the main challenge mentally. If I can execute it, brilliant. If I don't, I'll still try and push myself on the line. So guys, there's always ways around it. Yeah, so some of the tips today, breathing, on those longer distances, keeping those oxygen levels high as much as you can does really help refresh your muscles. It's something that I haven't done since day one, but it's something I incorporated when I was doing my marathon, and it really helped me on those latter stages, and I felt fresh. So yeah, good session, great weather. Main thing is feel great after doing such a session. It's good for your health, your mental state, etc. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Let's do this.